The history of Cuba, Alabama, is a relatively short one, beginning in the mid-19th century. Here's a detailed look at its development. Early history. Pre-settlement. Before the arrival of European settlers, the area that would become Cuba was inhabited by various Native American tribes, including the Creek and Choctaw. 1852, the first settler in the area was Mr. R. A. Clay, a slave owner who moved from Autauga County with his family and approximately 100 enslaved people. He purchased the land that would later form the town of Cuba. 1861, by this time, Cuba had developed into a thriving agricultural community, primarily focused on farming and truck crops. Civil War and Reconstruction. Civil War. Like much of the South, Cuba was deeply divided over the issue of slavery. The town's economy was heavily reliant on enslaved labor, and many residents supported the Confederacy. Reconstruction. After the Civil War, Cuba, like other parts of the South, experienced significant social and economic upheaval. The end of slavery disrupted the traditional agricultural system, and many former enslaved people sought new opportunities. Late 19th and early 20th centuries. Economic development. Cuba continued to be primarily an agricultural town, with cotton, corn, and livestock as major products. However, the town also saw some diversification, including the development of small businesses and industries. Social and cultural life. Despite its small size, Cuba had a vibrant social and cultural life. The town had churches, schools, and other community institutions. Transportation. The arrival of the railroad in the late 19th century helped to connect Cuba to other parts of the state and improve its economic prospects. Mid-20th century to present. Decline of agriculture. Like many rural communities in the South, Cuba experienced a decline in agriculture in the mid-20th century, leading to economic hardship for many residents. Population change. The town's population has fluctuated over the years, with periods of growth and decline. Preservation efforts. In recent years, there have been efforts to preserve Cuba's historical heritage, including the restoration of historic buildings and the establishment of a local historical society.